Brought to you by DK Audio.
DK Audio presents The Secret Explorers and the Rainforest Rangers by DK. Read by Alfred Enoch. Chapter 1. Adventure Calls. "There you are," Ollie whispered with a grin. The koala he'd spotted didn't seem at all bothered that Ollie was there, sitting below the tall trees. It bit off a fresh mouthful of eucalyptus leaves and munched thoughtfully. Ollie was at a nature reserve for the day, not far from his home in New South Wales, in Australia. Even though there were dozens of koalas living here, you had to be patient if you wanted to see them. A second grey shape came shuffling down the tree trunk. Another koala, Ollie thought excitedly. I might even get to see one with a baby. It was a scorching hot day. Ollie sat cross-legged on the warm ground and took out his carton of apple juice. The earth was dry and hard, like a cookie that had been baked for too long. But Ollie knew these eucalyptus trees weren't in trouble. Trees were his special interest, as well as the creatures that lived in them. In fact, he knew so much about forests that he sometimes had a very special, secret role to play. Ollie pictured the trees' roots in his mind. Although he couldn't see them, he knew they ran deep underground. That was how they could stay alive even when the ground was dry. Their long, searching roots could find water deep below the surface and suck it up. Just like this, Ollie thought, and slurped his apple juice noisily. The long roots weren't just good for the trees, they were good for the koalas too. Eucalyptus leaves held loads of water. The koalas could quench most of their thirst just by eating them, so they didn't have to go looking for much else to drink. Ollie could name all the parts of a tree without having to look them up. The topmost part was the crown. The layer just inside the bark was the cambium, which grew and made the tree get thicker. And the glowing compass on the side of the trunk was... Wait. Glowing compass? Ollie leapt to his feet. He had a badge on his shirt that looked just like that. The compass was the symbol of the secret explorers. When it appeared like this, it only meant one thing. A new mission! None of his everyday friends knew he wasn't just Ollie, the kid from Waratah Street who liked to study trees. He was an adventurer, the rainforest explorer. Ollie ran up to the tree. The glowing outline of a door appeared on it. He pushed it open and ran through into dazzling white light. Strong winds roared around him. And the next moment, he was in the exploration station. "Ollie, here!" he shouted. The secret explorer's hidden base had gleaming walls of black stone. On one side were display cases, showing off all the different objects the explorers had collected. On another side were the computer stations, where every explorer could help watch over the missions. The lounge zone had enormous padded armchairs and bulging sofas. Ollie was the first to arrive. He ran past the map zone, where the floor showed a huge map of the world and the Milky Way glittered from the domed ceiling overhead. He dived into an armchair and watched the other explorers arrive. "Connor, here!" the marine explorer ran in excitedly. A girl wearing glasses jogged in. "Kiki, here!" "Whoa, Connor, careful you don't bump into the machines." Kiki was the engineering explorer. Next to arrive were Roshni, the space explorer, and Gustavo, the history explorer. "Cheng, here!" called the geology explorer, who came and sat next to Ollie. Next came Tamako, the dinosaur explorer, rushing through the door in such a hurry that she was still chewing a mouthful of dinner. She said, and swallowed.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?